Okay, so we are going to be talking about assistive technology today. Let me do what I need to do. Sometimes it takes forever. Okay, just waiting for it to load. I don't know why my computer takes so long sometimes. There we go.
Oh, wow. Oh, thank you.
See, it just freezes. It just stops when it feels like it. I've had so much trouble with this computer this whole time. I'm not kidding. If I have to retake this class, I know I'm definitely going to have to buy a new computer because I could not do half of the stuff I needed to do for this class on this computer. It just did not work. I tried to borrow one of my family members' computers, same issue. So I don't know if we just have low quality computers or what, but okay, so this is my assignment. It was the Reach redesign. What is adaptive equipment? It's equipment made to increase quality of life, and it provides compensation where it's needed. Adaptive equipment can benefit people by providing some type of compensation for them, like where they lose function. It also provides quality of life because it allows people to be independent in areas that they weren't going to be able to be independent before. Things we should consider when suggesting adaptive equipment: the disability, function, loss of function, training, cost of the equipment, and coverage. It's important to think of those things whenever we're going to suggest these to clients and to anybody that we're going to help. Adaptive equipment's important because it allows people to be independent. It allows people to go and do things that they wouldn't be able to do before. Families affected by the use of adaptive equipment because a lot of time they are educated on how to use and take care of the equipment also, depending on what kind of equipment it is. Adaptive equipment or adaptive technology can be a whole range of things. It could be anywhere from a cane to a reacher to a walker. Just anything that's going to help someone do something that they were unable to do before. And family usually is educated on how to help someone with this adaptive equipment. The tools used for this adaptive technology thing was a camera, a face-to-face interview, and a tape measure. The tools needed that are needed for this to actually come to life: I did a sketch on a paper with paper and pen, 3D printing software, and a 3D printer. These will all help to create the assistive technology that I needed to create. I actually tried to do the 3D printing software and I could not find anything on 3D printing software. All the Fusion and everything I tried to download just was not working. Like I said, I don't know if it's my computer being out today. I don't know what it is. I tried to borrow a computer from Western and it didn't work out. So I know if I had to take this class next semester again, I know what I need to do: invest in a new computer. So the person that I decided that I wanted to base this interview on and base this assistive technology on was my grandma Irma. She's 76 years old and she's currently holds the title of being a grandmother. She, as a grandmother, you know, she's still a wife and she's still a house taker. She takes care of the house. She cleans. Whenever she does dishes, she was telling me that she has to stop in breaks and she has to, you know, energy conserve and sit down. She can't just stand up the whole time because of her knee. She said that she still, you know, washes clothes. She still does everything a woman would have to do. She cooks. And I kind of wanted to do this for her just because I've noticed her function has been decreasing, and not in all areas, but in areas such as walking and balance. And it kind of made me realize that she could benefit from using some type of assistive equipment. So the interview questions that I asked were, what complications do you face? Do you use any sort of adaptive equipment? How much do you depend on your cane? Would you go to any sort of therapy? And would you be interested in adaptive equipment? My grandma faces actually quite a few complications. She has loss of balance right now. She has diabetes. She has high blood pressure. She's had knee surgery twice because it's never properly healed, and she feels like it's still not healed properly, like it still hurts her, and she's still weak in that knee. She says the only type of adaptive equipment that she uses is her cane. Other than that, she does not use any adaptive equipment. And I've noticed it's getting harder for her to bend down and pick up stuff, so I think that a reacher would actually benefit her in that area, just so she doesn't fall. The reason why she uses the cane is because she feels like she's gonna fall. She uses the cane mainly outside, not inside. Her therapist actually told her that she needs to use it just mainly outside. They want to get her stronger, and they want to get her to still independently not depend on the cane. She uses it mainly because she has anxiety and she feels like she's going to fall, and she just feels weak. She tells me when she goes to pick up things that she has to brace herself and sometimes hold on to like the wall or hold on to something very sturdy, and then she'll bend down to get it, or she just asks my grandpa to get it for her, which most of the time it's just her asking my grandpa to get it for her. She right now is going to physical therapy. She doesn't do any occupational therapy. And she said she would be interested in adaptive equipment. She thinks it would be beneficial to her and it could help her out. So I think that the need for adaptive equipment that she has is because she has loss of balance. She has a fear of falling. She can't stand for long periods of time. She gets tired really fast. Her function in her left knee has decreased dramatically, and she is in a lot of pain. So I think that that's why she needs some type of adaptive equipment. I think a reacher would benefit her in so many ways because it would allow her to be able to reach for things. It would allow her not to be tired because when you bend down, find out that you're more tired. It would allow her not to feel like she's going to fall and be scared that she's going to fall and end up falling. It could help her not lose her balance at all. And it can help her so that she doesn't have to stand up to get things, or she doesn't have to do anything like that or get up out of place. Can also decrease pain because she's not going to be having to bend down, and it's not going to put pressure on her knees. It's not going to be doing things like that. So measurements I took measurements of the cane from top to bottom, how round it is, the base of the cane from the neck to the base, the ground. So from where she holds it all the way to the ground, and then standing up from her hand to the ground. So these measurements I did so that I can actually design a reacher grabber which could fit onto her cane. I wanted to design something that would wrap around her cane so that she can actually transport it with her. So when she takes it outside, or if she drops anything when she's actually out and about, it's easier for her to get. So the reacher grabber that I wanted to do actually has a few functions that are different. I want it to be adjustable, maintainable. It can be easy with the push of a button, transported easily. It'll connect to the cane with Velcro. It'll have 3 different kinds of settings so that if you're sitting down or standing up and you need to reach for something, or you need it to be retracted, you can retract it. I wanted it to be something different because I've never seen a reacher grabber like that. They're always just one size or just made for one thing, and it's always the same thing. It's never something that can be retracted in or out. So this is the sketch of what I want to do. This is it connected to the cane actually. It's with a Velcro strap 7 to 9 inches because I want the actual circumference, so how thick it is, to be about 3 inches thick. I don't want it to be very thick. I want it to be very lightweight for when people carry it. I want it to connect to the cane. so that whenever people are traveling, they can take it with them. I want the push to grab. So the push would be on the top so that you can grab things, and there would be a button below that to retract to make it come out. So there would be 3 different settings. The first setting would be sitting down, and it would be about 28 inches tall, and that would be where you would be able to have it to the first setting. It'll be lightweight. The second setting would be 48 inches tall, and you push the button a second time, and it would go out one more length out, and it would make it a little 20 inches longer. And it would allow it to actually be used when she's standing up instead of sitting down, so it allows for more leeway. And so she doesn't have to bend down as much, so she kind of just stands up and pushes the button, and then she can still grab it. It makes it a little bit easier for her, or I would assume. And then the third setting is just retracting it, and it comes all the way up to 18 inches tall, so it's back to normal where you can re-put it to your cane. And next, I tried to do the assistive technology on my computer, and unfortunately it killed 2 of my computers. I went and got them fixed, I went and got them rebooted, and it still did not work. So like I said, next time if I have to retake this class, I know that I need a new computer in order to work with these systems and to learn how to definitely use this assistive technology. Chromebooks are not very reliable. Thank you very, very much.